Hello everyone, my name is Pooja Devdas Nikam. So today's date is 12th January 2022. So I'm going to explain on today's topic thread life cycle in Java programming language. What is a thread and what is thread and why using a Java programming language thread? What are the types of thread and how to implement the thread? And another one is what is the thread life cycle in a Java programming language and what are the methods of thread? So firstly, I can explain on what is a thread. So thread is used to the Java programming language. A thread is a single sequence flow of the control within a program, and a thread is used to the multiple thread is running at a same time to perform the different tasks and as a single program. So it's called as a thread. So a thread is used to the multi-threading in a Java programming language. So another one is a thread is used to the program execution to the process, and thread is a sub part of the process, and another one is a process consist of the multiple threads, and threads is the smallest part of the process and that we can execute the concurrently within the other part thread. So it's of the process, so it's called as a thread, and thread is the smallest part of Java programming language. The process is sometime refer the task, and another one is thread is also used to the Java. So thread is a implementation. There are two types of implementation. First one is a thread is extend the thread, and another one is a thread is implement the runnable thread. So it's called as a there are two types of thread is implementation in Java programming language. So firstly, thread is also create. Then suppose one class is create the thread, and thread then does not extend the thread. You cannot create the thread. You also extend the thread class is also extend the thread, then will we create the thread. And another one is a thread class is available in a run method. Then run method is also print the hello world, and hello world. Then is another one thread is also create the thread, and thread 2, then is extend the thread class, then is also thread is also start, and then is a hi and hello. Second thread is also print the hello, then hi hello also print is called as a thread. Then another one is a thread, another way of thread implementation, runnable implementation. So thread is also implement the runnable thread, then is a create the runnable will be thread is also created. So it's called as a runnable thread. Two way are creating a thread. So firstly, a thread method is also used to the join, start, run, and set parameter, add a daemon, and sleep. So it's all methods of a thread. Then thread firstly start method. Suppose there are two thread is creating, then will be start, then is a thread is also start, and another one is join. So suppose there are two thread is created, first thread 1, and another thread is thread 2 is also created. Then we also start the thread, and sys out join the hello, and you also join the thread, and T1 is join, and T2 then join. So it will be join the method. So its method is also used to the its method is already its method, then is a high. Suppose first thread is created, then run method is also hello, and another thread is also created, then is also method is a high. So will be hello method is also thread. Hello method is also add method is then add method is also add method is also start. Then will be another method is first method is hello. First method is hello, and then another one is a hi is also print. Add method is first will thread first will be thread. We also thread will be another firstly you can execute, then I'm waiting for, then is called as a add method. So another one is a thread life cycle in a Java programming language. So thread life cycle is also first one is the start run and start run. So thread life cycle is a thread is basically a state the transition, and thread that is a start from the birth and end on its date. So it's called as a thread. So instance of thread is also execute to create the and execute by the calling the start method. Then thread class is also is also goes to the runnable state. So it's called as a thread. And so for thread is used to the thread can be in one state at a given point in a time. So it's called as a thread. So thread life cycle in a Java programming language, there are four state in a thread life cycle. First one is runnable, and another one is non-runnable, terminate, and non-running state. First thread life cycle is a new, then activate and blockade waiting, and another one is a time waiting and terminate. There are a five stage in a thread life cycle. So first one is a new thread is created. It's a way to the new state, and thread we new state is also code has not be run at has be beginning to execution. So it's activate the thread, and then invoke to the start method, then move to the new state and activate the state. So it's activate the state and continuously to state within a runnable, within a one is a runnable, and another one is a running. So it's a runnable thread is used to the ready to run the move the and runnable state. So runnable state is also thread is running the maybe ready. It's ready to at a given instance of a time. So it's called as a runnable. So another one is running. So running thread is also thread get the CPU move from the runnable to the running the state, and it's mostly used to the common change in a state, and state change the thread, and from the runnable to the running the again block up to the runnable. So another one is a block or a waiting. So it's a thread is a inactive to the space time, not permanently. So then we either the thread is also blockade state and a waiting state. So it's called as a blockade and waiting state. So another is a time waited state. So sometime is waiting for the leads to derivation, and suppose thread one is has enter the critical section, and of the code is and not is waiting to the leave the critical area. So it's a real example for a waiting thread is invoked to the sleep method, and method is also thread. The sleep method is put through the thread in the thread is also used to the state, and after the time run out of the thread, and wake up to the start and execution from the another thread. So it's another one is last is a terminated thread. So terminated thread is a reach to the terminate the state because you are following the another thread. So when we thread is a finish it is a job and execute data normally. So it's called as a terminate thread. So it's a implementation of thread class. So a thread class is a current state is using the current state using the thread dot get state method, and another one is a thread. A Java Lang thread state is a class of providing the contents to the represent the state of a thread. So it's a thread is available in Java Lang package, Java Lang package. So it's all about the thread. So thank you for watching video.